Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
Their only motivation is to suppress the truth and unrighteousness. They don't want to acknowledge God, so they verbally whip up these cliches and slogans and catchphrases as to why they're justified in their atheism. But when we systematically go through each one of them, it turns out they're not rational at all.
You mean a catchphrase like denying the truth and unrighteousness?
I don't understand your question.
Oh, that's a catchphrase. One of your catchphrases.
Oh, well,
you're just denying the truth and unrighteousness.
Catchphrases are not a problem, is if they're the product of substantiveness. When they're the product of non-substantiveness, then it's a problem.
So how would you be able to tell the difference?
By using science.
So where's the science that proves that you're denying the truth and unrighteousness?
You see the answer I just gave you? This is the same kind of answer I get all the time from atheists. When I ask them a question, I'll go, science, logic, reason. Okay? Which catchphrase of mine do you have a problem
I just gave you one.
Repeat it.
You're denying the truth and unrighteousness?
No, the phrase is the suppression of the truth in unrighteousness.
Sure.
It's a form of psychological self-deception, in that a person claims to neither know nor to believe in God, but they do know and believe in God, but they don't want God to exist. So they collect for themselves various catchphrases that are putatively rational and logical. Are there any?
I don't think anybody knows God. That's kind of the point of what Huxley was saying when he was describing agnosticism.
Which agnosticism are you espousing?
Huxley's.
Are you espousing strong or? Well, I'm talking about. Well, Huxley did not. Huxley would have been espousing what we call weak agnosticism, which is not pejorative, as opposed to strong agnosticism, right? Weak agnosticism is, I don't know that there's a God. Strong agnosticism is, nobody can know anything at all about God.
That's literally his point.
No. Show me a quotation from Huxley, and you'll change my mind where it represents strong agnosticism.
He used to joke that Christians worship the God of the unknown. Like it was a meme among him and his friends. He laughed at Christians.
That is completely commensurate with weak agnosticism.
How?
I agree with you that Listen. We're not going to bicker here.
I'm just asking you to say how rather than just say that it is.
Listen to me carefully. You are free to vigorously disagree with me. But if you're going to engage in a big bickering demeanor, as most unbelievers do, I'm going to kick you. Okay? Now, I welcome disagreement, but don't bicker with me. Okay? Now, I fully agree with you that Huxley coined and invented the term agnosticism. He said, a man shall not say he knows or believes something for which he does not have evidence for. Okay? Now, if you can show me a citation where Huxley unequivocally and unambiguously was invoking what is called by the philosophers strong agnosticism, then you'll change my mind. Okay? Now,
I guess I could find that quote for you, but I mean, it's I think it's on Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Actually, you can find references to it there.
I'm more than happy to be corrected.
I'm just not. I'm not going to do like a little research thing right now. I'm kind of just wiped from my day.
That's fine. You save it to some other time. Now, what do you classify yourself as?
I mean, I agree pretty much with that point of strong agnosticism that no one really knows. I think that you deep down agree with it. I've heard you previously say that it's improper to try and describe God univocally, that it has to be done allegorically, at least.
Wow. That was a major fail. Allegorically.
Okay. Well, explain.
Allegorically.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Analogically.
Yeah, yeah. You said allegorically.
Analogically, allegorically, it's potato, potato.
Yeah,
No,
analogically does
it's
not
not.
mean that we don't know things.
Okay.
Univocalness means that we know things exhaustively. And only God knows everything or individual things
That's not what
exhaustively.
univocally means. It means unambiguous.
That's what it. No, univocally, when it is referred to theologically in an apologetic setting, univocally versus analogically. Okay.
Oh, univocal is the contrapoint to
When I
equivocal.
use the term, when I use the word univocally, okay, right, I'm using it in a theological usage as per the Van Tillian usage. Okay.
Then you mean a different word than I do.
Okay. Well,
I mean that ends up being like an equivocation problem. Ironically,
okay. No, it's not.
You can't describe univocally.
Univocally means that it means one and only one thing. Okay, when I'm using it, I'm quoting Van Til. Have you read any of Van Til?
No.
Okay. Van Til will take certain words and use them and apply them in a certain way theologically. Univocally versus analogically means that we cannot know something exhaustively. Okay? So analogically means that God communicates to us in part what something is, but not exhaustively. Okay? Now, the point is simply this: and you're really changing the subject. Do you even understand Van Tillian thinking?
You're the one who brought him up.
Okay, but you're bringing up. See, you even botched it. You said allegorically.
So what? Potato, potato. Like I said.
Well, that's no. That's not a matter of pronunciation.
No, it's
that you don't.
It's not pronunciation. It's the same thing.
Listen to me. If you're going to be an asshole with me and repeatedly overtalk me, I'm going to kick you. I would rather not do that. Okay? I deal every single day with idiot atheists who are rude, crude, and obnoxious. Okay? So please don't do that.
I'm trying not to speak over you. There's some like lag between you and I, and I'm jumping in, I think, just to try and correct when, rather than have you go down a rabbit trail.
I'm a fundamentalist Christian. What are you?
I am, I guess, an agnostic atheist.
Oh, you're going to go down that route. Okay.
I don't believe in a God. I mean, if that helps. I was raised Catholic and Christian, so like I am actively denying what I had been taught before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So atheism is the position that there are no gods.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you support that?
Because I don't see any evidence for a God or gods.
Okay. Okay. So when you say that so what we can drop the plural. We can just focus in here on the big one, the supreme being, creator of all things that are not himself, God. Okay. So when you say there's no evidence for that, are you saying that all the facts that you're acquainted with cannot and do not stand in causal relations to God as the ultimate precondition? Or are you saying that there's no evidence for God in that all the facts you're acquainted with are indeterminate as to their origin?
Well, first, I just mentioned like gods because I'm aware that you have like a position on strong atheism and weak atheism.
What was the question I asked you?
I was going to actually ask you to say it again because that was just a lot of words.
Okay. When you assert there is no evidence for God, it will mean at least two things. It will either mean, in my view, that all the facts that you're acquainted with cannot and do not stand in causal relations to God as the ultimate precondition.
Can I stop you right there? Hold on. What does that mean in causal relations?
Evidence means that something stands in causal relations to something else. If you go out on your front lawn and there's a nice fresh poop there, you might say it's evidence of your neighbor walking your dog or his dog. Okay? that there's somehow causal relations between that fresh package on your front lawn and the dog. So evidence means that there is a correlativeness, there is a connectedness in terms of causal relations. Okay?
So in other words, if I understand you, just hold on. What you're saying is that
do you take it that evidence refers to causal relations?
I'm not sure about whether you're saying that the poop caused the dog or the dog caused the poop, because it sounds like you're saying the former, and that's crazy.
This obfuscation crap that all
I'm asking you to clarify your own position.
I'm getting an itchy trigger finger.
If you want to tap out because you can't properly qualify what you're saying, I'm comfortable with that.
Listen to me. Yeah, okay. Troll me again with a remark like that, and I will kick you. Go ahead. Do it again. Go ahead. Make my day. Okay?
You're obviously looking for an out.
Okay, good.
Okay, I accept your concession.
Okay, yeah. There we go. They cannot help themselves but obfuscate, prevaricate, split hairs, be insultive, this kind of stuff. You see, this is what they do. Okay? And you know what? And now he's blocked. Okay? He will not be getting back in here. He's blocked.
Yeah.
You see, this is what they do. Okay? They're rude, they're obnoxious, they're evasive, they're deceptive, they split hairs, they don't answer questions, they rabbit trail. Okay? And then when I warn him about him being rude, being evasive, and then he says, "Oh, okay, so you want to tap out? Okay, f you to you too. Okay, you're gonna be an obnoxious little clown like you're a teenager at the cafeteria table. You're gone. Now he's blocked. His voice sounded familiar. It probably that voice it probably was Jefferson Spatchcock.
Oh, interesting.
Or it could have been King Xerxes. They both have that obnoxious attitude. So, did you catch that, Tom Rabbit? Hope you upload that to YouTube.